Hello, my lovelies. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, whenever you stumble upon this video, whatever time it is where you are when I'm posting this video. This is going to be for the next 24 hours whenever you happen to see it. I am labeling it as October 10th because I'm posting it in time for the 10th where I am. But you may be in a different time zone. You may see it in a few weeks. So I'm just setting the intention that this be a message for you for the next 24 hours. Happy birthday, October 10th, babies. And happy birthday to you if it happens to be your birthday on whatever day you happen to see this. The card we have coming up, oh, it makes me so happy. Oh, it makes me so happy. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. And I'll tell you why. Okay? I'll tell you why this makes me so happy for everybody. Um, October 9th, the time period before this October 10th message, is a full moon, okay? And so full moons are a time in which we release energy. Even if you don't know how. Like, don't panic and say, oh my gosh, I missed the full moon. I don't know how to do a release. A lot of this happens naturally. Everything else we do, the spiritual baths, the fire circles, the meditations, this is just for setting intention and being present and kind of guiding the release along, but we will release quite naturally. So please don't get worried and think, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this. A lot of it happens naturally. So Ace of Pentacles traditionally is going to be like new energy coming in, right? It can be a new job, it could be a new contract, it can be a pay increase. So it can be positive things flowing into our life energetically, and like a significant opportunity, something where things are turning around for the better. The reason why this made me so happy to see this card, the moon energies have been intense, okay? The energy lately in general has been intense with a lot that's happening as astrologically as we're coming into these new shifts and these new awakenings, however you want to word it. If you want to call it stepping into the 5D, or the new light age, or awakening, or ascension, or whatever terminology you want to use, we're in a really big shift right now, as you know, as the human race, as human beings. And so the energies have been really intense, and the Ace of Pentacles has a special meaning for me in my readings. Every tarot reader is going to have certain cards that over the years they say, oh, okay, this, I noticed this card seems to come up in this situation, so my guides bring this card up to tell me this about this person, or to tell me this about this reading. And so Ace of Pentacles is one of those cards for me. One of the things I've realized over the years, for me in my readings, my guides will bring up the Ace of Pentacles to give uh, people the message that they're breaking out of some really, really massive stuff right now, like breaking out of generational curses, breaking out of long time blockages, breaking out of stagnant energy. You're ascending and you're going through a form of evolution. Your spiritual DNA is restructuring right now. So you're raising your vibration, you're ascending, and you're coming into a higher frequency. And so as a result, a lot of the things that you're calling into your life now are a massive upgrade. When I see the Ace of Pentacles, you're coming into a massive energetic upgrade, a massive shift. And so the opportunities that are coming your way are higher vibrational and like a bigger deal, right? Whether it be in terms of creative aspects and labors of love and things that you're doing for emotional fulfillment, or to be of service, you know, in like a spiritual way, or if it's career, right? Something connected to career, or even love life and friendships. You're beginning to call quality into your life, higher vibration. As I said, upgrade energy. And so it makes me happy to see this card because a lot of people have been struggling, right? I know that this is a big time and a big shift, and a lot of people are coming into their heart space, and it can be really overwhelming. But it's nice to see the Ace of Pentacles coming in and giving us this reassurance that, okay, now you're coming into the time of receiving, right? We've been releasing, we've been learning lessons, we've been letting go of stuff, we've been having epiphanies and clearing, false beliefs and battling the negative ego and dealing with psychic attack and doing all of the exhausting clearing work, right? Clearing work can be absolutely exhausting. So the Ace of Pentacles is very refreshing to say, okay, now here comes in the receiving. Here comes in the receiving. And so this is a really positive move forward, a really positive shift forward. And it makes me happy to see this card for everybody. One thing I want to say about the Ace of Pentacles, we talked about restructuring your spiritual DNA. Some of you might say, what in the heck is that? Well, I'll explain to you. The same way you have your physical DNA, right? You inherited in your DNA how tall you are, your complexion, your body frame, your hair type, your eye color, just all these things about your physical features, right? All of that came to you in your DNA. Well, we have spiritual DNA where we hold the energy that has been passed down through generations. And a lot of us are carrying the trauma that has passed down generation after generation, or the spiritual makeup or the spiritual frequency that our family originated in their coming onto this earth, being reincarnated into human form. Like, we've been carrying this generation after generation, and it's in each and every single one of us. Each of us is carrying that, and it's a complex subject when we talk about restructuring spiritual DNA, because sometimes when we're restructuring spiritual DNA, a lot of you might be breaking up with soul family and even physical family, like you're kind of ascending and you're ascending into a higher frequency soul family, or joining a higher frequency soul family, because there could be people right now that just aren't doing their work, right? So it's almost like a symbolic rapture. Like in a spiritual sense, you're being raptured somewhere else. You're being raptured to a different frequency, a different vibration, a different circle that you might be joining, and leaving a current circle. And in this spiritual DNA, as you're releasing the things in your spiritual DNA, there could be a lot of physical stuff that you are going to be feeling and experiencing. Some of you could have tummy troubles, so you might be going to the restroom an awful lot. Some of you could have a lot of drainage happening in the sinuses, nose, ears, throat kind of stuff as you're releasing and as you're clearing. And you may be very tired. Okay. I know me personally, around this particular full moon, I've been exhausted. I've been very tired, right? And I fall behind when that happens, and I feel bad when that happens, and I get the emails and people are mad at me, and I'm trying to play catch up. But at the same time, it's like you need to know to listen to your body, and you need to know to rest, because a lot of what you're clearing right now is really heavy, really intense stuff. Okay, really heavy, really intense stuff, and you need to be gentle with yourself. And you might even be wondering, like, wow, I didn't even do that much. Why am I tired? Why do I need to take a break? Why do I need to lay down? Because you're releasing and you're evolving. You're going through this restructuring in your spiritual DNA, and you're coming into a new vibration. You're coming into a new frequency, and you need time to adjust to that energy. Okay? I feel like a lot of you have come from some very dark places, because in the beginning of my journey, I had to come out of some very dark places. My spiritual lineage, I've said this before, my spiritual lineage, I feel, has been uh, generations of people who have used their spiritual gifts in a mercenary kind of way, and in a way where it benefited them, right? And so there's a lot of heaviness attached to that. There's a lot of ego attached to that. There's a lot of darkness attached to that. Also, in terms of like, I feel like in my family lineage, the spiritual alliances that they had or the spiritual teams that they worked with. When I came into my spiritual connection, ooh, I did not want to work with those energies. I did not want to work with those vibrations and those frequencies. And so I gravitated towards the angelic stuff because that's where I was comfortable. I'm never going to tell anybody which thing they should do, how they should believe, how they should connect to spirit, how they should connect or how they should worship, or who they should worship, or what their spiritual process should be. It's not my place to tell anybody how to connect. But some of you are going through this level of release, this level of disconnecting and coming into a different type of energy. And I'm telling you from my own personal experience, I know how tired you can be as this shift is happening, and how you can have a lot of physical symptoms in this release. So it's really, really, really important that you're taking really good care of yourself right now physically, making sure that you're eating and that you're eating real food that's giving you nutrition, not just something you're going to grab on the run because you're tired, or something you're just going to have delivered because you're tired. Make sure it's like real food. Or people fall into the whole thing of, oh, well, this is great because it's good for me, it's fat free, it doesn't have any carbs, it's this, it's that, but it's all very chemically processed. It's not giving you sustenance, it's not giving you nutrition. So if you can, try to eat real food, vegetables and proteins and grains, and just real food. Try to eat real food right now. Even if you do have to eat out or pick up food, try to make sure it's something real and not something heavily processed. And make sure you're getting the right nutrition, make sure you're getting enough rest, make sure you're drinking plenty of water and keeping hydrated, and don't push your body too hard right now. If your body is saying it's tired and it needs to rest, listen to that. If you need to squeeze in some naps, make time for that, because this is all a part of the release and the healing and the restructuring and the opening up to receive. Okay, this is a powerful, powerful shift right now. You may want to check out your weekly forecasts if you haven't already. Those are linked in the description. Love readings for October are linked in the description. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to the scheduling page, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a fabulous day ahead, and I hope you'll come back and check out tomorrow's message as well. Take care and be well, my dears.